we could all grab our instruments and make a quartet.
Or an orchestra.
But we're not going to do that right now. Well, I don't think we have enough people for an orchestra.
Nope. We're gonna
read our book.
You guys see me? My head cut off. How do you like my slippers, guys? I have like a marine theme going here. I've got penguins here, shark slippers here.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys. So we got BB here. BB, he's with us every story time. And good to see you guys. Some of you guys have your stuffed animals, right?
Okay, I'll go get
Yeah. Everybody brush their teeth, right? You guys all brush your teeth? Give me a thumbs up.
Sir?
Checo.
So there are requirements to join the bedtime reading.
That's right. You got to eat your dinner. You got to have your pajamas on. You got to brush your teeth. All right. Well, I have a super cool book. I have a super cool book tonight. We're going to be learning about another martial art. It's called sumo. Anybody ever heard of sumo wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a martial art from another country. I'm going to let you guys guess what country it's from. Don't yell out. I'm going to give you some choices. Okay, sumo, is it from China, or is it from Korea, or is it from Japan? I'm going to give you guys choices. Okay, first one, who thinks it's from China? Raise your hand if you think it's from China. I got a vote. I got 2 votes. Okay, who thinks it's from Korea? I got 1 vote. I got maybe a vote. Okay, who thinks it's from Japan? The Japan votes have it. Sumo is from Japan. All right, so this is a really cool book. It talks a little bit about sumo from Japan. And so let me tell you a little bit about sumo. So in sumo wrestling, it's these really big guys. And the way to win in sumo wrestling is you push somebody out of the ring or you make them fall down. So when you're in sumo, you're standing on your feet, right? Like this. You go like this. Can you see me? Okay. You go like this, and then your partner tries to push you out. But the only thing that can touch the ground is the soles of your feet. So if you fall down like this, you lose, right? Or if you touch the floor like this,
my eyes.
all right? So that's how they do sumo wrestling.
I've heard of it, so I know where it's like from, and I've like seen a lot of it. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and mute you guys because I want to talk about sumo wrestling and I want to start our book, and that way we won't have quite so much feedback. All right, thanks, Mr. Wolf. He's my technical man. All right, so get it out. Okay. So in Taekwondo, when you do Taekwondo, where's Taekwondo from? Raise your hand if you think it's from China. Raise your hand if you think it's from Japan. Raise your hand if you think Taekwondo is from Korea. There we go, good. So when you're learning Taekwondo, you're learning some words, right? We're teaching you how to count, how to say hello and goodbye. So if you ever go to another Taekwondo school, you can be respectful and greet them properly, right? And the same thing happens in sumo. There's a lot of Japanese terms. So we're going to learn some new some new terms. This will be kind of cool. And the other thing that's cool about this book is it's based on a saying. Like a saying is kind of like a parable or a metaphor, if you've heard that word. It's like you're saying something, but you're actually meaning something else, something similar, right? So I'm going to start with like a few sayings, okay? So here's our book, Sumo Kitty. And can you guys see it? I'm holding it up high enough. There we go. Okay. So here's a saying. This is a Japanese saying. Start over. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Right? So that just means that anything really big starts with small steps. Right? It's kind of cool. It's kind of like Taekwondo, right? You start as a white belt, and you learn like really simple stuff, and then eventually you learn something you learn like really complicated big stuff when you get your black belt. But you never do that. You got to make your first steps, right? There's a saying that we have here at Marina Martial Arts, and it's over here on the wall. Maybe next time you come to class, you can look for it. It's right underneath the black belt, and it says a black belt is a white belt who just didn't quit. And that's kind of like this saying is it just starts with some simple steps and eventually it turns into something really cool, really big. All right, let's try another saying. This one is even monkeys fall from trees. And what that means is that even experts make mistakes. See, there's a picture of a monkey. It's kind of cool. Here's another one. I really love this one, and this is the one that the book is based on, is fall down 7 times, get up 8. All right, so if I fall down, it means I always get back up. All right, so let's read about Sumo Kitty. There's some people coming in. Can you guys look at that? All right, I'm starting to get hot. Before I read this book, I got to take my slippers off. I got to take Sharkies off. All right, so, sorry, I'm losing things. All right, here we go. Sumo wrestlers don't like to give up. In Japan, they're known as rikishi, gentlemen of strength and honor. Can you guys see them? See how big they are? Strength and honor. The champion rikishi is called yokozuna. He is the best of the best. When he enters the ring, called the doho, he lifts his leg and he stomps his foot and the crowd goes wild. You see that picture right there? Now, it is said that the yokozuna can defeat his opponent by just staring deeply into his eyes. Wow, that is really strong, right? Where you can defeat your opponent just by staring him down. I am nothing like that. I am a kitty, a hungry, stray kitty. I will go anywhere for food. I especially like following the rikishi back to their heya. That's the place where they practice and they sleep. And what's the other thing sumo wrestlers do? They eat. They eat a lot. Can you see how big those sumo wrestlers are? Each meal is a feast. Twice a day, sumo wrestlers eat a big stew called the chakanobe. It's made with everything that I love. Fish, noodles, chicken. Perfect for a stray cat like me. I had it made in the heya. What's the heya again, right? The heya is the place where they live. I had it made until I got caught by the one they call Okuma-san. So you're the one who's been stealing our food, she said. If I ever catch you in here again, I'll... And then all of a sudden, she gets interrupted by hearing this really loud, ow! Somebody is yelling. Let's find out who's yelling. A mouse, there's a mouse in here. Okuma-san pointed to the rikishi and said, Kuma is afraid of mice. Can you get rid of the mice? Well, of course I can. I'm a cat. I nodded yes. Okay, kitty, Okuma-san said. You can stay here as long as you keep the mice away. Perfect. Now I have a job. So this is pretty nice. The cat has a job where he gets to eat everything he wants to all day long. Each morning, Kuma and the others practiced and I chased. Then the rikishi cooked and we ate and we slept every day. over and over and over until all the mice were gone. But before long, something happened. Let's take a look here. So they're eating and sleeping and chasing and eating and sleeping and chasing. And what do we see down here? What's different about our kitty? Is our kitty starting to get kind of big? Yeah. But before long, all that eating started to show. Look how big the kitty is now. Kuma, the sumo wrestler, he ate a lot too, but he moved like a big, powerful cat. The ground shook when he practiced. He would stomp his feet, and I would be jumped in the air. I'd be startled and then jumped in the air. So even though sumo wrestlers are really big, they have to have really good balance and really good flexibility to be good at sumo wrestling, right? Because you can't knock them down. If you knock them down, then they lose. Life was good at the Heya. We were all one big happy family. See that? Look at what they're doing here. Big happy family. They're doing karaoke here. Can you guys see that? Doing karaoke. They're eating. They're playing video games. Looks pretty good, huh? Until one day I noticed the mice had made a comeback. They were all over the kitchen and they were laughing at me. How dare they? I chased them around the room 7 times, but I grew tired and gave up. Oh, here we go. Here's the cat. Chasing him around, chasing, but he's so big. He hasn't been exercising like Kuma, so he's kind of slow. Do you think he caught the mice? No. You know why? Because he gave up, right? Yeah. Okuma-san found me asleep on the floor. And just like that, I lost my job. He was kicked out of the Heya. The next evening, when all was quiet, Kuma let me back inside. Remember Kuma was the sumo wrestler? He was the one that was scared of mice, right? So he let me back inside and he told me another wise saying. After the rain, the earth hardens. That's what he told me. Some of you guys heard that. I used that today in class, didn't I? Yeah. When life gets tough, kitty, it makes you stronger. So now life is kind of tough, right? He's kicked out of the house and now he's like a hungry cat. Kuma looked at the picture of Yokozuna. Do you remember who Yokozuna is? He's like the master sumo wrestler. He's like the one that beats everybody. He's like the champion, right? Kuma looked at the picture of Yokozuna. I have fallen 7 times to him, he said. He has humbled me the same way that the mice have humbled you, kitty. He put me outside with some leftover stew and he said, the cat that does not cry catches the mouse. What do you think that expression means? What do you think that phrase means? The cat that does not cry catches the mouse. You think if he just says, I'll never catch those mice, I'm just gonna go feel sorry for myself, then he's not gonna catch a mouse, right? But if he starts to really get serious and he really tries hard, he might, if he tries again, he might catch the mouse, right? Right? Fall 7 times and you got to get up 8. All right, let's see what happens. The next day, I watched Kuma's every move. When he stretched, I stretched. When he meditated, I meditated. When he attacked the tempo, I attacked the stretching post. You know what the tempo is, guys? That's like the big pole in the middle of the room that they practice hitting just like the sandbag that we have here at Marine Martial Arts, and we practice hitting it to make our hands strong. But when Kuma slept, I didn't. I practiced. I wanted to get back inside. Can you guys see? I got my chance one night. As the Rikishi were stretching, a giant mouse stood in the middle of the dojo. Before anyone saw him, I leaped in and I made my move. Kuma and the others watched as I charged the mouse with a tachiya. That's the word for an opening charge in sumo wrestling. Then I followed it up with a gaboriyoi. That's a pushing move that you do with your shoulder. I finished him off with a tukiyahi. Wait, I'm not sure I said that right. Tukidashi, that's it, tukidashi. That is a pushing move that you do with your hands to knock the other sumo wrestler over. So the mouse, the cat did all those moves on the mouse, just like the sumo wrestlers do. Here, I'll show you the picture. Let's see it. All right, so that cat really attacked that mouse. More mice appeared, and then, more mice appeared. They were no match for me. I tossed them out of the dojo and away from the heya for good. There we go. There he is. He chased all the mice away, and there's all the sumo wrestlers watching. All right. And that is how I became known as Sumo Kitty. You see my like special little, the little loincloth that the sumo wrestlers wear? You know, they made one just for me. It has little paw prints on it, right? Made one just for the kitty. Okay, but there's more. The next week, I was given the best seat in the basho. That's the sumo tournament. Kuma did very well, and he made it to the final match. You remember who Kuma is, this guy? Right? That's the one, that's the guy that really likes the cat, is helping him out, right? When the Yokozuna appeared, the crowd cheered wildly, right? That's the Yokozuna, that's the champion when he appeared. Now, do you remember how many times the champion beat Kuna? Anybody remember how many times the champion has beat Kuna? Has knocked him down? That's right, 7. 7. Some of you, I see you guys, you have your fingers up. 7 times. But did he give up? Nope. All right. Oh, you're not going to believe this. The Yokozuna had mice, like a picture of little mice sewn onto his loincloth. Look at that. Did you see the picture there? He has little mice sewn onto the loincloth because he knows that Kuna is scared of mice, right? So he's really trying to psych him out, right? Kuma is terrified of mice. To him, the Yokozuna must have seemed as scary as the giant mouse in the dojo, right? Let's take a look. But then Kuma looked at me and he shook his head. His face changed into the face of a warrior. Right? And then this little salt, they throw that up in the air. It's part of the ceremony of sumo wrestling before they start. Kuma charged the Yokozuna the same way that I charged the giant mouse. He did a tachiye, right? That's the one where you charge. And then he did a gaburiyori. That's where you use your shoulder, right? And then finally he did He did a tukidasho, right? Look at that. And then what happened? See the guy? See the champion falling? Oh, and look, the kitty's watching. See the little kitty down there? And down he went. Look at that. He beat the champion. Kuna is won the championship. Now he's the new champion. So now when you're the new champion, you get your picture put up on the wall. All right? It says, now our Heya has a new Yokozuna picture hanging on the wall. I might have had something to do with that. And Kuna might have had something to do with me staying in the Heya. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Let's see what's happening here. Can you guys find the kitty? Can you find the kitty in the picture? Is the kitty skinny or fat? He's very big, right? He's back in the house eating the stew and the noodles and the fish and the chicken. And he ate a lot, didn't he? But he still gets to live there. He still gets to live there because he was the inspiration for the new champion, right? Wow, that's pretty cool. And what does he say? He says, perfect. All right, guys, do you remember our saying? Fall down 7 times, get up 8, right? All right, you guys, because remember, a black belt is just a white belt that didn't quit. So you whatever it is you're trying to achieve, don't quit, because you can't achieve it if you quit. I saw some of you guys playing instruments and reading books and doing cool stuff. So just remember, keep working at it. Whatever it is you want to achieve, keep working at it, and you can do it if you just don't give up. All right, that was pretty cool. I really like that book. It's called Sumo Kitty. Now somebody is going to win this book. We're going to take a name out of all of you guys that came tonight, except for Mr. Pacheco. Mr. Pacheco can't win. All right, let's let Mr. Pacheco unmute here so he can say hi to everybody.
Hello, children. It is I, Mr. Pacheco. Oh no, I've been pinned. Hello, I am here as you are. I love that book. Didn't you? No, it was a good book, Miss Jones. Yeah, I really liked it, you know? Awesome job. Good job on reading. And yeah.
And it's going away. Spotlight's gone away. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Awesome. All right, that was super cool, guys. So we're going to give away our book Sumo Kitty to one of you guys. Let's see. Mr. Wolf here is going to help me. He's got some names. All right. Look at that. I see you have the same stuffed animal there, Soham. We have the same stuffed animal. Hey, how you doing? This, you know what? This could be Sumo BB. His name is BB. This could be Sumo BB. He's such a big fat cat, a big fat dog. All right. Sumo dog. All right, well, let's see who's gonna win this cool book. Here we go. We got Mr. Wolf here. He's picking out a name. He's mixing them up. Drum roll, please. My hands are full. Drum roll. And the winner is
Soham.
Soham. Congratulations! Yay!
Good job.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Soham, this will be in the mail to you shortly. Congratulations. All right, you guys, that was really fun. Thank you so much for joining our story time. We have one more that we're planning to do next month. And if you have an idea of a book that you would like to do for story time, then you can email me, or your parents can email me and tell me what you think is a good book for story time, because we're going to do one more next month. So everybody get to bed. It's time for bed. It's 8 o'clock. So make sure you go straight to bed and have a great evening. We'll see you on the mat. Adios.